So Colin Kaepernick at it again. You know, I was hesitant to even talk about him, but all his fans will be talking about this, so we might as well counteract it.
All of his ever-decreasing number of fans. You know, when you make a statement like his original statement with kneeling for the national anthem, and there's a public outcry, you really have two directions you can go. You can either apologize and realize that maybe you said something you didn't mean to say or got carried away in the heat of passion, and if it's a sincere apology, most people will believe you. Or you can double down. And here's a guy who's octupled down, right? He doubled down, then he doubled down again, he doubled down again, he doubled down again. This is his right as an American to have these opinions, and it's our right as Americans to say, hey, well, then in that case, we're not going to buy any football tickets with a guy with this attitude on the team. As far as this particular tweet goes, it appears underneath a picture of two stars. One of them is a star badge of runaway slave patrol. It's a six-pointed star.
I think
and
we
next
have
to it is
it.
a police.
I think we have a picture of it we could put up.
Yeah, and then next to it is a police officer's star, which is not a six-pointed star. It is a badge, and it's a star. I suppose he thinks they mean they're the same, but it basically says, always remember who they are. So the police are runaway slave catchers. Well, now, what does that tell you about Colin Kaepernick's attitude towards his own people? What does that tell you about Colin Kaepernick's attitude towards the freedom to follow your own life that he's pursued that's allowed him to become a multimillionaire? What does it tell you about a violation of everything he's actually achieved and done? I would never refer to my own people as slaves, and if I'm calling somebody coming after my people as a slave catcher, then that inference is pretty straightforward. And by the way, my people, generally, I'm talking about the United States of America. I'm talking about Americans. Those are my people. And see, here's the problem with this, Grant. When you equate slaveholders with police people, it's like equating conservatives or whoever you don't like with Nazis. The main problem is it does such a disservice to the people who are actually killed by actual Nazis, and it weakens the term and it degrades it. But you have to have an education to do that, and that's something Colin Kaepernick pretty much clearly doesn't.